It's time for a Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News event, which is coming up on September 24th, called Veteran Stand Down. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Big thanks to the folks at CG Public Health. They sponsor all of our Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News items that we have for interviews. And go to cghealth.com for more information there. All right, we've got obviously Jay and I, and Peter Bieber is back with us here.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we've had a chance to sit down and talk with you, Peter.
It is, yeah. It's been a few weeks since I got to talk to both of you. So
that's right. Well, the last time we talked about this event, you guys were having a big to-do at Harley-Davidson that got evidently canceled because of the weather.
Yeah, we got rained out, I guess, on the last one, but we still had our fundraiser from July, so that worked out really, really well.
Yeah,
that was the one at Harley-Davidson, correct?
Correct. Yep, they offered to partner with us twice to raise some money for our event. And the second one, unfortunately, didn't work out, but did really well the first time around, and can't thank Harley enough for all of their support.
You bet. Well, let's get everybody up to date on Veteran Stand Down. We want to find any updates that we want to. I know you've gotten some donations, which is great. We'll get to that in a second, but just talk about the Veteran Stand Down if anybody is maybe watching or listening for the first time on what this is all about.
Sure. So Stand Down, again, was started back in 1989 out in San Diego, California by a Vietnam veteran who noticed that there was a lot of veterans in the area in their homeless population. And of course, we know now that veterans generally are overrepresented in our homeless population. And so he's decided to create an event called Stand Down, which basically refers to a time when soldiers could step away from the fight and rest and relax a little bit, just kind of get a break from the battle. And so Stand Down is to give any veterans in need, kind of a break from their daily battles and stuff, and come to one location and find a bunch of different service providers and stuff that can help them out with anything that they're facing, such as housing insecurity, food insecurity, clothing insecurity, employment, financial insecurity, anybody struggling with their physical health, mental health, or anybody suffering from addiction. And our goal is to bring as many resources together from North Iowa and Southern Minnesota in one place at one time to provide the maximum amount of services to veterans. So we have a wealth of different providers coming in the area to help deal with any of those areas that veterans might be struggling with. And we also have a job fair going on that day as well that we're working with Iowa Workforce Development to get a lot of our great veteran-friendly employers in the North Iowa and Southern Minnesota area to come in and get them face-to-face with veterans, and hopefully great things can happen.
Yeah, you have the housing, food, clothing, like you mentioned, some of that. So is this strictly just for the military, or is this for the public?
This is going to be for all veterans in the area that need any kind of support whatsoever, as well as their families.
Okay.
So spouses and whatnot are welcome to come in and talk to our employers as well. We do have some programs that are available for the whole family. We are having a meal that day as well. It's being put on by our dear friends at the Vietnam Vets of America. They're taking care of all of our noon meal supplies. So yeah, we just have a lot of different organizations that are coming in and helping us out. We just couldn't do it without them. But we'll have a very solid representation of community service providers in North Iowa, Minnesota, Southern Minnesota that can, really provide a lot of help to veterans in our area that are in need.
Let's talk about that day, September 24th.
Yep.
We haven't mentioned that yet. It's a Saturday. It's going to be starts at 9, goes till 5. That only one day.
Our doors will open at 8:00 that day.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We're doing a one-day stand down. This is the first one we've ever done.
Right.
The week before, Des Moines is doing a 3-day stand down now. They've been doing one down there for, I think almost 25, 30 years now. And so they have been giving us a lot of advice and a lot of help on getting ours off the ground. A lot of their folks are going to be coming up and helping us out on the day of our event, where a bunch of us are going to go down to Des Moines and give them a hand 1-2 days a week for their stand down as well. So we've been very fortunate to receive a lot of great help, a lot of great advice. I'm really going to try and make this the best event that we can.
This is in what building? All Seasons or the
All Seasons building?
All
Yep.
Seasons building out at the North Iowa Event Center. And I'm just picturing, I don't know, kind of like an expo where there's a lot of different, maybe tents up or different displays, obviously, booths, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much just like that. We'll have a lot of different medical providers there, some from the VA. A local dentist office there is going to be there as well to hand out some dental supplies and things like that. We have a chiropractor that's going to be coming in from Haas Chiropractic. We'll just have a lot of different organizations coming in that have specific programs or services to offer veterans. All of this is at no cost to the veteran whatsoever. So any veteran that comes out that day, nothing will be charged to them. It's all complimentary for them. We will have clothing available and stuff too. So if families want to come in and, we'll have kids, teens, adults, a wide variety of clothes and stuff for the family as well. So really have a lot of stuff going on. People have really been donating a lot of stuff and volunteering their services, their time, their participation, and really couldn't thank them enough.
You bet.
Yeah. So is there, you said there wasn't a cost for it, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So,
anything we provide for veterans that day is no cost to the veteran.
Okay.
Peter, you've been to a lot of these stand downs, or at least a few of them anyway. You kind of know what goes on. What seems to be the most, I guess, needed thing that these veterans really need?
It really kind of depends on, what area you're going to. Des Moines has, significantly larger population of actual homeless veterans. We're focusing more on housing insecurity, because we don't necessarily know who might be, 1 or 2 mortgage payments or rent payments away from, losing a place to stay.
Right.
Then our homeless population in this area, they kind of get into some different definitions and stuff like that. But basically, it's anybody that doesn't have a place of their own. So, if somebody's couch surfing on at a friend's house, or, staying with a family member, that's kind of where we see a lot of people in this area that don't necessarily have their own housing, but they've got at least some place to go. We're also very fortunate to have FAVA, the Family Alliance for Veterans of America, up in Forest City. We've got a great HUD-VASH coordinator here in Mason City. So we've got, we also have the Northern Lights Homeless Shelter and stuff, and they've got a section in there that's, specifically for veterans. So we've got resources in the area, but, obviously the goal is to try and create a situation where they can, have access to steady income, a steady job, of course that'll lead to steady housing.
So.
Sure. Yeah. So if people want to get more information, details about the event, Peter, what's the best way to do that?
We should be getting our website up online here, probably within the next few days. And they can also, of course, go to our social media, Facebook page, North Iowa, Southern Minnesota Veteran Stand Down. Or if they want any more information directly from us, they can email us at operationgoldenhawk.com or at gmail.com.
Operation Golden Hawk?
Operation Golden Hawk, kind of a play on Golden Gopher and Iowa Hawks.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah. No, I like that.
I wasn't too keen on it at first, but everybody else seems to like it. So,
yeah, no, that's great. Well, and I can just throw in here. I mean, I think this goes without saying, but I think besides all of the booths that'll help out the veterans during the stand down, I would just think other veterans that are doing okay can just come on out.
Yeah,
I think it's great. I know a lot, just in my recovery that share groups are extremely important. So, I would encourage any veterans out there that are doing okay to come on out. And we appreciate you so much, all of the veterans, and they can come out and maybe, share some stories, or maybe just talk to some of these guys. Sometimes I would think that just, being a little lonesome, might be an issue.
Camaraderie is a big part of the event. It really is. So we
Yeah.
plan on having kind of what we call a morale, welfare, and recreation area and stuff where veterans can just sit down and have coffee, maybe play
Sure.
cards, or just visit and renew old friendships, make some new ones. Just kind of network with other veterans and other providers. So
besides that, other veterans stopping by, what are you in need of? I mean, if people, either can show up or they can't show up, what are you in need of most right now?
Right now, we're just kind of taking an inventory, I guess, and just kind of assessing exactly where we're at in relation to all the things that we need for our event on the 24th. So we still have a few items that we need to get yet, some office supplies.
You mentioned,
I
know, in the past, you've mentioned clothing.
Yeah.
People are having like garage sales and stuff like that here in the month of September. We still have a few weeks yet before September 24th hits.
We do. And if anybody has any clothing and stuff that they want to donate, they can get a hold of us again at operationgoldenhawk.com, and we'll make arrangements to retrieve that. We also have our friends from Des Moines that are going to be setting some clothing and stuff up for us too. So we'll have quite a bit from them. They seem to have a lot every single year. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, we will get the word out on that new website too that you got going on. Please let us know.
Yeah,
right away.
It'll be www.operationgoldenhawk.com. So that's the name of our event. So
very good. Well, Jay, a veteran stand down. It's coming up here on September 24th. It's a Saturday, and we hope that everyone can come out, veterans and families and everyone alike, and support our veterans. Thank you for your service, by the way, Peter.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Betcha. I know that you've
anybody out there knows if you are a veteran or a veteran that needs some help in any aspect of their life, please bring them on out.
Yeah. Again, it's at the North Iowa Event Center.
Yep.
September 24th. So
doors will open at 8:00. We'll have a brief ceremony at 9, and we'll hit the ground running after that.
Awesome. We will definitely be talking to you again here as we get closer, Peter.
Looking forward to it, guys.
Thank you so much here.
Yes, thank you.
Jay, take us out.
Take us out.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. We got to thank the great folks at CG Public Health.
Yeah, there you go. And he just did it. You believe that, Peter? He just stole my thunder.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
CGHealth.com, folks. Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News.
See, I couldn't even get that in.